Well, I wanted to catch a little bit of this golden light here. It's the end of the day here in my studio, and I love this particular guitar. This is, I've been listening to some Willie Nelson lately. He's got an album out called The Last Leaf on the Tree, and wow, he always plays trigger, which is a nylon string guitar. It has that beautiful quality to it. It's just got that mellow. I think it's interesting that that's his main, obviously trigger is his main axe, and it's been around forever. Well, this is kind of my trigger, I guess. It's one I got a few years back, and I play it quite a bit. I call it my beach guitar, but truly it's more than that. I played it in the studio a lot. So I wanted to show you guys something very simple and easy. This is in the key of G, and I think it lends itself to sort of that Willie Nelson kind of style. I'm finger picking it, so if you're not comfortable doing that, you can do it with a pick as well. But I'm just going to show you a really simple move that travels within the context of that G chord, and it's such a great chord for that because those wonderful open strings, right? So I'm coming down on the what I call a target note, which is the root, the G note, 3rd fret on the low E. But I'm really doing a G chord, except that I've got this note in there with my pinky, a 3rd fret on the B, and you'll see how it works together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 2nd finger to hammer on. So on the D string, 2nd fret, sounds something like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide that up too. So it's a kind of an easy soft picking thing, but I think it's effective. So what the notes that are involved are this one, 2nd fret on the D, and then you slide up to the 4th fret on the D. And you let those strings ring out. And that's kind of the magic of it. So in slow motion, it would sound like this. So you have a choice with that pinky. You could not use the pinky on the 3rd fret of the B, and it would sound more like, which is kind of simpler. Let's do it that way for now. So we're not going to even worry about that high E string. We're just going to go like this. So the beautiful thing about that is you're utilizing those open strings. I'm leading with that D string. And then if you want to do a variation of it, we can go ahead and place that pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string and do this. And then lift it up, lift the pinky up. Let the open strings ring. So what that is in a way, it's sort of what I call an internal melody. So you're picking gently picking the G chord like Willie does. And in this case, I'm starting out with just all open strings other than the bass note there. So you're coming down on that low G, and then you're picking up the D string. That's the picking pattern. And then you can either hammer on or just place your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. So this is a very simple version. That's good enough. And then slide up. Okay? And now I'm going to pick up that 3rd fret on the B string. Up. And the reason for that is that I want to, I might pick up that high G. I want to vary the melody a little bit within the context of the picking. So very, very slowly, if I want to show you how to kind of move around on that, it would sound something like this. Coming out simple, very little movement. Now I'm going to pick up that D note on the B. it up. Then I might pick up the high G. You can, it's not a, it's not a set thing. You can do it, mix it around. But I've heard this particular move in a lot of different songs, and you probably have too. And I've never really, and now I might go to the C major 7th. You know that one, right? It's like a C, but you lift that first finger up from the B string. Lift it up. That's the sound of a C major 7th. And then back to the G. Whoops. So just that much is actually, if you can, you're sitting around, watch TV, whatever you're doing, just get that picking pattern. Down, down, up, down. So the down is on the low G and the D. And then pick up upstrokes with the B and the G, and then down on the D. So simple pattern, but effective. That's the slow motion version. Now there's many ways to do this. Again, it's not a set thing, but for our purposes today, I think this sounds really pretty. I just like the sound of that, the way it sort of dangles there. So there's my nylon string as the remains of the day, or sun setting over there on the ocean here in Santa Cruz. And I just wanted to show you that. It's just one of those, I'm not on Maui anymore. I'm watching the sunset, but it's a whole different view from here. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you down the road.